Good evening and welcome to the Senior Percussion Recital with our performer, Jakob Drozd. It's been a pleasure working with Jakob over the last 4 years and witnessing his growth as a percussionist, musician, and young man. It was a privilege being Jakob's applied percussion instructor, jazz band, percussion, and mallet ensemble director over the years we spent together at Allegheny College. This evening's performance repertoire will include snare drum, multiple percussion, timpani, and mallet percussion. A reminder that audio and video recording of the program is strictly prohibited. Please refrain from any flash photography. On behalf of Jakob and myself, we'd like to acknowledge Dr. Jennifer Dearden, our department chairperson, and the music faculty at Allegheny College for their ongoing support and direction. Mr. Craig Pardee, Allegheny class of 1986, for stage, light, and sound support and recording of the recital. We appreciate all that Craig does for the music department at Allegheny College. Mrs. Wendy Plyler, piano accompanist, for her many hours of music preparation and rehearsals. Truly an outstanding musician and friend. Jakob's recital will be streamed on May 25th, 2021 at 5 p.m. with College Relations setting up the link. With that, please enjoy the percussion music of Mr. Jakob Drozd.
hello everyone, welcome. Whether you're joining live or virtually, I want to thank you for taking the time to come see this performance. It really means a lot. I hope you enjoy what we have this evening. That was Concert Pieces for Timpani with Dr. Wendy Plyler on piano. Really challenging piece, had us clapping and stomping along, as I'm sure you could tell. But it's been great working with Dr. Plyler and really appreciate the time that went into putting that piece together. This next piece is The King of Denmark over there, written by Morton Feldman, who was active in the 20th century New York City. He was a pioneer in graphic notation as well as indeterminate music. So a lot of his music is left up to the performer's discretion, and he's purposely ambiguous with things, or his markings are a little bit messy on purpose to kind of give the performers more choice in what to do. He also kind of abandons traditional rhythmic notation, doesn't really use notes and staffs and clefs, but rather just uses, in this piece, a grid cell with high, medium, and low sounds for each grid. And he gives a few symbols and dictates a few instruments to use, but most of that is left up to the performer's choice on what to play in the setup. There's a few other rules, but one of the other most important ones is the performer can only use their hands, not sticks or mallets. So I hope you enjoy The King of Denmark. Thank you. This next piece is going to be on snare drum here. And did want to say that there is a flashing lights warning for this, just a heads up. This is Deus Ex Metronome by Russell Wharton. Russell he's a living composer. He's very young. He's very active in the marching arts community, professional, semi-professional marching band. I'm very active in that as well. So I see a lot of similarities in his writing coming through the marching percussion, marching arts world, coming into here for the concert hall. This is for snare drum and audio. I'll be playing through an amplifier here. And the audio track exclusively samples this particular model of metronome, the DB90 Dr. Beat metronome, which kind of has this sort of iconic or symbolic quality in marching percussion in the marching band world, and that every serious marching band owns one of these metronomes, and its sound is instantly recognizable by those that are familiar with it. So like I said, the audio track exclusively samples that, so it makes for a very kind of quirky and sometimes kind of funny piece, actually. But it's a really fun play. Like I said, there will be flashing lights. I hope you enjoy Deus Ex Metronome. Thank you. This next piece is going to be Evergreen for solo marimba, written by Benjamin Finley, to tribute to his late friend who had passed in an accident. And he gave it the title it has because he thought that evergreen trees and his friend both were strong, stoic, and mature. And then in writing this piece, Benjamin Finley states that he was looking to create an atmosphere and an aura of emptiness and fond reflection. So hope you enjoy Evergreen. Thank you. This is going to be last piece I do on drum set. But before I do that, I do have plenty of things to say, plenty of people to thank, of course. I think first and foremost, thanks to the audience. Live music and being able to perform is something that's very rare these days. So, of course, thankful for the audience that's here in attendance tonight, but also thanks to the virtual audience. I think a silver lining of being in a pandemic is the technological advances that come with that. And we see technology like Zoom and Google Meet, that may have not been what they were 2 years ago. And with this technology, we're able to share music with a broader audience. So I know I have friends and family tuning in on the broadcast from Missouri and New York City and even Ireland and India. And so in normal circumstances, those people probably wouldn't have been able to join. So I do want to say thank you to the virtual audience for attending, and of course, people here in attendance. Thanks to the music department, of course. I think a big thank you to Professor Dearden for really guiding me academically. I came into her office, I think February or March of junior year, and said, "What if I became a double major in music and environmental science?" And she guided me through that process, and now I'm fully decomped with 2 comps or 2 senior theses. One, thanks. One in the music department and then one in the environmental science department. And so many thanks to the music department, Professor Deere and Professor Niblock for their support in me academically in music. And of course also thanks to the music department for their support in performance. I was involved, I guess, in countless of ensembles here, and plenty of ensembles outside of Allegheny, and the department here has always supported me, and I'm so grateful for that, especially to Dr. Hepler and Julie Hepler, and Professor Deere and Niblock as well, and then of course Mr. Corsi for the past 4 years of his tutelage. I'm very thankful for the relationship that he and I have formed in that time. And thanks again to Wendy Plyler for her accompanying on the timpani piece you heard at the beginning. I think it hit me 2 days ago that this is going to be one of my last performances here on the stage. And I plan on keeping music in my life, as Dr. Hepler would say, maybe not as my career, but as my passion. And I hope to continue to teach and play in gigs and various gigs. But I'm not sure the next time it will be where I can have a recital or a concert to this degree. So I'm really cherishing this opportunity to be able to perform in front of an audience, of course. I'm going to conclude with this drum set piece called Hexel from Chad Floyd. It's a really groovy and fun piece. I think it's a great closer to the program. And it's kind of a bittersweet, melancholic thing to be playing one of the last pieces on the stage of my Allegheny career. But hope you enjoy Hexel. Thank you. And thank you for coming once again. Thank you so much.